We here, Ebro in the morning. Laura Stiles, Rosenberg, and Rosenberg. Who's your friend?
Anthony Donahue.
That's a very formal name.
It is.
He sounds like somebody.
Isn't that name is something right there?
Sounds like something.
It is somebody.
That's a serious name. Anthony is a Knicks expert. He does a show on SNY. When's your show on SNY?
It is on weeknights at 9 p.m. The Knicks don't play, so it varies every week. So this week it was on Monday night and tonight.
Are you finding it hard to do programs on SNY about the Knicks?
Nah, it's hard because it stinks talking about them losing, but I can always find things to talk about.
Does SNY put pressure on you to be positive about the Knicks when you know they're trash right now?
No, SNY, they don't even talk to me. They know what I do. They know I bring the best guests on the whole
He's
station.
talking crazy.
No, I'm not talking crazy. Nobody.
Time out.
Nobody gets guests like me, so they don't even talk to me. They know what I do.
How many games have the Knicks won?
They've won 4. The Knicks are 4-20.
I think we should focus on how many they've lost. 10 in a row.
They've lost, but it was crazy. At one point, the Knicks were 2-1, and the city was going crazy.
What is your name again, sir?
My name is Anthony Donahue.
The fact that you went back to 2-1.
but listen,
Yo, B, it's like a bad relationship, Knicks fans. Listen.
No, being a Knicks fan is like being in an abusive relationship.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bad relationship.
Beyond bad, dude. Beyond bad.
You keep coming back for more. Hey, what was that talk about Carmelo Anthony trying to rough up Tim Hardaway Jr. in the locker room?
I mean, listen.
I want to know.
When you're losing, guys are going to get into it with each other. There was a rumor put out by ESPN.com's Chris Broussard that, Tim Hardaway Jr. yelled at Melo to get a rebound, and Melo said, "You don't talk to me like that. I'm going to beat you up." Listen, when you're losing, when you're 4-20, when you've lost 10 in a row, stories like that are going to come out. And actually, I think it's good that they're fighting. It's good that they actually care,
and they're fighting over being about hustle play.
Yes, exactly. And listen, I think the bottom line is everything is going wrong for the Knicks right now, and they're not in a position. It's not good for the Knicks because they want to sell the free agents over the summer that you should come here, and this is another wasted year in the prime of Carmelo Anthony. I mean, he's in the prime of his career.
Are they already at the point you think right now at 4-20, 10-game losing streak? As a Knicks fan, are you already at the point of this season should be tanked? This should be let's just go for the draft pick and dead this thing.
As a fan, you always root for your team to win. You never root for your team to lose. But it would be awesome to get a top 1, 2, or 3 pick. It definitely would be. But that's not what the Knicks wanted going into the season. The Knicks wanted to be a playoff team, a 6, 7 seed, to go to a free agent like a Marc Gasol and say, listen, we're a player away. Come play with us.
Anthony, Phil Jackson for decades has been a mastermind at marketing and promotions. Right, of making the fan base, and the Knicks have done it. They've done it for 40 years to you guys, where they make you believe that this is what we're gonna do.
I know.
We're gonna blah blah blee blue blam. And the next thing you know, you're sitting here having this conversation with your feelings. So let me finish, Anthony.
You feel really strongly about this, Ebro?
No, because I care about New York City, and so I picked Brooklyn Nets as the team that I would support here.
They're a mess too, though. Let's be real.
I mean, listen.
What's their record? What's their record?
A little bit better than the Knicks.
Like 7 or 8 wins?
Yeah, we have 9 wins. What are you talking about? 8 or 9 wins, yes. Come on, stop. We're 2 games under 500 right now. In the East.
That's what you call New York good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, compared to everything else happening,
right? 2 games under 500, that's New York good.
The only thing good in New York right now is the Rangers. But back to what I was saying. It's a sham. And they're not going to come out and tell the fan base, look, we're tanking the season. Phil Jackson's not, Derek Fisher's going to take his lumps. Phil Jackson's looking at it like, look, this is your first time being a head coach. You're fresh off. Take your lumps. Deal with the media. Learn the media. Create deep relationships with the media. So next year, when we potentially make some moves, right, you've at least garnered some sort of affair, whether it's good or bad, with the media, and you can deal with that. We're going to try to get rid of some caps, make some cap space, bring some people in that matter, right? I think the only thing
they're going to have a ton of cap space.
There's only 2 things that matter on the Knicks. Well, 3. J.R. Smith, I'll put in there. Tim Hardaway Jr., in my opinion, and Carmelo Anthony, and they can get rid of J.R. Smith. Keep 2 things and build from there.
I agree. And Carmelo Anthony is a superstar player, but the problem is, you shouldn't be 4-20 though. That's the thing. You could put 14 scrubs.
Well, now it's his knee, right? His knee hurts. Now he's got to have knee surgery.
I truly believe if you put 14 scrubs around Patrick Ewing in his prime, there is no way in hell the Knicks would ever be 4-20. And I'm a big Melo guy, but he's starting to frustrate me right now. He's been here almost 4 years now, and he only has 1 more playoff series win than Stephon Marbury.
And we want to just let that soak in.
And I'm a big Melo fan, man. But he's been here almost 4 years now, and we have nothing to show for it.
the type of play that Melo has, right, where he likes isolation, he likes a jump shot type. He's a jump shot type player. I think needs a great supporting cast. He's not, his style of play is not a LeBron, right? With the Patrick Ewing, you use that as an example. I mean, he's a poster player. You dump it in the post, hit the hook shot, get some boards. Like those type of players can carry teams.
Yes.
A small forward, power forward-esque type player like Carmelo Anthony.
He needs a great point guard. Carmelo Anthony played his best basketball.
And he's got to have somebody rebound because he's going to take 35 shots. If you're not getting offensive boards, right, you're not going to get those second chance shots. And Carmelo's, unfortunately, you guys ain't doing it.
The 2008-2009 season when Melo's with the Nuggets, he had Chauncey Billups in his prime. And that's when Melo played his best basketball because Chauncey Billups was a great point guard. And he was also a great leader, and that helped Carmelo Anthony a lot.
One of the most underrated point guards of all time.
I love Chauncey Billups. He's the man.
But when you do,
I'm sorry, we got in some serious Knicks talk there. We have. Tell me your name again.
My name is Anthony Donahue.
Anthony Donahue. This guy's good. He should come back.
Yeah,
SNY.
I know. I brought him up here.
How many nights a week are you on SNY?
2 to 3 nights a week, depending on the schedule. I'm also on ESPN New York 98.7 FM on Saturday mornings.
We own that frequency. We leased that to Disney. We get some money on that.
Nice.
Yeah, if you want really inside baseball on radio business, we own the frequency and they pay us an amount for it.
It's a good.
So we're
it's helping us stay aflout around here, my G.
I hope they split
Don't
that.
scoff at that $9 million we making off of that.
$9 million? Can we split that up in our studio?
No.
Okay. How about a new console? All right. Here's what I was going to say, though. I do feel where you're coming from, because when you look, someone hit me up yesterday. There was a group chat going around with some of my friends for some reason about how bad the Knicks were. And it was like, can you think of another superstar in the league who's as big a superstar with as bad a team in history?
Kobe right now. Kobe's team.
But Kobe's, let's be honest, is quiet for Kobe. This is the end.
Quiet.
No, but it's the end for him.
Yeah.
He's not prime. Carmelo's still prime.
Is he?
Kobe in his prime. I think so. Physically, he should be.
I mean, he's about to sit down for another knee surgery, guys.
Is that happening, by the way?
Or not another,
How many
but
has he had?
He had a back thing.
Yeah. Talking about Carmelo Anthony?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony, he doesn't want to have surgery. He's made it clear that he hates needles, even though he has 35 tattoos. He said a few years ago when he had a bad knee, he did not want to have surgery because he hates needles. But if there was ever a time for Carmelo Anthony to get surgery, it would be now, because the Knicks are 4-20. They're going nowhere fast.
Sit down, my
Just
G.
sit down, take the rest of the season off, and recruit free agents next summer when the Knicks have cap space. Because you're not going anywhere this year.
I also want to remind the people that tomorrow night, Anthony is hosting an awesome event, a toy drive. Where is the toy drive?
The toy drive is at the Royal on 13th Street and 4th Avenue in Union Square.
13th Street and 4th Avenue, Union Square. I'm coming through. I'm going to be there
What time?
bright and early. It starts at 6. I'm going to be there on the early side.
Nice. And it's also focused around the Knicks-Celtics game, which is a marquee matchup, obviously. And obviously, Rosenberg is a huge Celtics fan. So
Hey, man, if you guys, and let's be honest, this is the only gettable win for the Knicks in a streak of many games.
It's in Boston, so the Celtics will probably win. But hey, go New York, go New York, go. I'll be rooting for the Knicks like I always do.
Isn't that the biggest problem, though, Anthony? Let's be honest.
What's that?
That the song was "Go New York, Go New York, Go." Isn't it one of the worst root songs in the history of sports?
I'll be honest with you, I love it.
It's the birthplace of hip hop, and the best we had was "Go New York, Go New York, Go."
I love it. I love that song.
How? How can you love that?
Because I grew up with it, man.
I know that's not a good enough reason.
I was going to the Garden 1994, 10 years old. John Starks, Patrick Ewing.
Sometimes you gotta look at your childhood, man, and be like, yo, man, that shit looks nuts, bro. It sounds nuts. Like we look back at Cross Colors, look nuts.
But Go New York, Go New York,
wearing
Go.
Wearing two headbands with a do-rag, look nuts. One leg up in hip-hop on your pants leg, look disastrous.
Yeah.
No, Go New York, Go New York, Go is the audio version of Cross Colors. That should never happen.
I like it. I'm not going to hate on that.
Anthony Donahue, you lost a lot of credibility, but we like you.
And tell us real quick what the charity's all about tomorrow night if people want to come through and hang out with us and watch the Celtics and Knicks.
Definitely. So the toy drive is for the New York Presbyterian Children's Hospital. All the toys will go there. Any donations made will go there. My little sister, Jonna, who's 15 years old, will be cancer-free 3 years in February.
Wow, man. Congratulations, man.
She's awesome, man. And so she goes to that hospital at least once a month still. She did all her chemo there. Actually, she did her radiation in Boston, but she did all her treatment there. She still goes there for MRI. She had her brain surgery there actually 4 years ago this week. So I love that hospital so much, and I just want to do something for them. And if I can do this little thing, I think that's so great for the place that saved my sister's life. And the Knicks played a big role when she was sick 3 years ago. Like Spike Lee, Allen Houston, Landry Fields, guys like that would tweet about her. Like we had a hashtag when the Knicks were in the playoffs in 2011. It obviously didn't last long because the Celtics swept us that year. So we had a hashtag called Win for Jana that the Knicks would tweet and different celebrities would tweet, and it was really awesome when it was going on.
Yo, man, that's good
That's
work.
amazing.
Yo, we're really glad that Jana is so much more successful than the Knicks.
Yeah, she is. Oh,
she kicks
she
ass. It's the Knicks that are the
She
problem.
is. No, she is, and she'll be there
She
tomorrow
needs to
night
do a
as well.
hashtag for them. Okay.
Yo, man, thank you for coming by, man. Good luck with your program, your toy drive, and I mean, let's come back and have you on for some more Knicks talk.
It's been an honor to be here. I've been a huge hip hop fan my entire life, and it's been such a pleasure to be here.
So how do we want to do this, Rosenberg, before we let him out?
Uh-oh.
The Knicks have lost 10 straight.
Yes.
Potentially looking at the schedule, this thing could go 14. 'Cause
They don't
have
beat-
Boston,
Exactly.
Toronto, right?
There's a
You got
Dallas in
Dallas
there.
Tuesday, in Chicago Thursday.
Eek.
It's tough.
This could be a 14-15 game slide.
This could be
let's
this
check the
could be
schedule
no
right
wins
now.
till 2015.
Let's check
Let's
the
talk
schedule.
about it.
All right.
That's horrible.
Let's check the schedule.
All right, he's gonna pull this up because I'm trying to think of something we can do to sort of motivate.
Because
the
on
Knicks.
New Year's Eve they play the Clippers in LA. So here, okay, ready?
Mark that out.
Tomorrow in Boston.
Winnable,
Sunday home against the Raptors. Probably not.
not
gonna
winnable.
happen.
Nope.
Tuesday home against the Mavericks.
None. I don't know what's the Mavericks record.
They're like 10 games over 500.
Okay,
And
yeah,
Tyson-
the regular Mavericks.
Yeah, and
oh, the
Tyson-
regular
they're
Mavericks.
playing,
Tyson
they're
Chandler,
playing.
Chandler Parsons are killing
Dirk
it.
Nowitzki didn't retire.
Dirk Nowitzki's killing
All
it.
right, it's quiet for you.
Thursday in Chicago.
Cool.
Saturday at home versus the Phoenix Suns.
How's
Suns
Phoenix?
Suns are
good. They're
jumping
playoff-
out
they're
of the
playing-
gym.
They're playing well. And then you got
Yo, they're all young.
in Toronto Sunday the 21st.
All right, so we're getting up to Christmas now.
How many games?
Then you don't play until Christmas Day at home versus the Wizards, who are playing phenomenal
They're at
basketball
home
right
versus
now.
the Wizards on Christmas Day.
Yes, 12 o'clock.
Quiet.
Wait, so you just ran through how many games? 10 of 10.
No,
the
six,
next
like 6
10?
more.
How many games did you
I just
go through?
ran through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8.
So this could go to 18 games.
And then, but the thing is, if you lose all those games, then you're in LA on New Year's Eve versus the Clippers.
Yo.
And then you're in Detroit.
All right.
All right. Okay, wait a minute. We might get a win.
Then after the Clippers game, you got in Portland.
That's
Nope, not gonna win that.
I don't know.
So
Might
the
be a
Knicks.
while.
So what are we gonna do to motivate this team, Ebro?
It's not honestly, bro. I know we could broadcast outside.
That's what I was saying. It's like we should broadcast outside.
I'm not gonna die for the Knicks and broadcast outside and catch pneumonia, sir. You just heard that schedule. They may not win until.
And it's
2015.
sad because the first month of the year, the Knicks had so many winnable games they just threw away.
So we should flip it. Maybe we should flip it.
This is depressing.
Maybe.
Very depressing.
We'll see what happens on Friday. If they don't win Friday, maybe starting next week we do. If they eventually win, then like we'll broadcast outside. Because if we do, we broadcast outside until they win. We'll be outside forever. We should do something though to put a battery in their back.
Listen. I'm Nets, man. So whatever you want to do, Rosenberg, I'm going to support you. Maybe Mr. Donahue here could come up with an idea. Laura Stiles often flirts with Tim Hardaway Jr. She was about to go and run up on Carmelo Anthony.
Wow.
Just
her
because
little
it's
boo
wrong.
had
Good
issue.
point.
So maybe, between Donahue and Laura Stiles.
Yo, Laura might. Laura, you might
you
have
guys
to.
let me know what you want.
All right, let me figure this out.
Laura, you might have to go do something with Tim Hardaway to get this team positive. No, get them on the right
He's my
track.
friend.
Yeah, well, treat him like a friend then. Help
Mr.
get them-
Donahue, any insight here?
No, not. I usually have inside information on the Knicks, insight, great analysis. I have nothing right now.
He doesn't even have a. He
I
doesn't
don't.
even.
I
He
don't.
can't even
Because here's the
participate in us
thing.
coming up with a good
Here's the
idea to
thing.
help them.
To help them,
Yeah, what can we do?
Take them out.
I don't know. I got an idea. You can get the Raptors are coming to town for Sunday night's game. Maybe the Raptors are probably going to go out Saturday night in New York. Maybe get one of those players sick. Maybe we get Kyle Lowry sick.
Oh, that's smart.
All right, I like it. I like the way this
so
guy thinks
find out
now.
where Kyle Lowry is going Saturday night.
Okay.
Me, Ebro, Rosenberg, Laura, we roll up on him
Boom.
and we get
Knee
him
shot?
sick. We get him
Oh,
sick.
just get him sick.
Well, you
Okay.
guys,
Get him sick.
Diddy already ran up on Drake. That's
No,
New York
not in a
versus
fight.
Toronto.
Like,
There's
put-
already
put
an
like
issue brewing.
Put like a laxative in his
good
drink
point.
or something.
Oh, that's a good point. That is your only option. Because
All right.
If
otherwise,
Diddy's mad at Drake right now, wait until Toronto comes to town.
oh, that'll be funny.
Anthony Donahue, thank you for
All right.
coming
Thanks for
by,
coming
man.
through, man.
Thanks,
Thank you
Anthony.
so much,
We'll see you
guys. I really appreciate
We'll
it.
see you tomorrow night at the Toy Drive.
Thank you very much.